What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm FaraH and this is my beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys today about some things that I've learned in my 20s. Just a quick disclaimer, this is just things that I've learned and what I've experienced. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen for you, but maybe you can learn something from it. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and keep watching. So in your 20s, you're definitely in that age range where you are learning a lot about yourself. You're kind of in that experiment stage where you're finding out about yourself, who you are, what you like. You're going to start to experience the living process where you might want to be out on your own. You want to go away to college. You want to do things by yourself. You don't want people to control you and tell you, hey, do this and do that. And you will be faced with challenges in the adult realities. So meaning you're going to start experience things in your finances and your career path, and whether you want to go to school. You're going to make these type of decisions in that area of your life. You will experience things like love, your first love, maybe sex, and maybe drugs and alcohol. I personally never experienced drugs. Alcohol, yes, but you know, you're gonna definitely experience that. It's preferences. So you'll be faced with competition, so you will try to compare yourself to people in society, things that's going on in society, and trying to live up with that expectation of society. So you might be looking at someone who is the same age as you but already achieved so much in life, and you're gonna go through that path like, this is where I should be. I should have already had this achieved. And the more you get older, the more you're going to say to yourself like, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to already had achieved this in my life. You will be faced with also insecurities, and you will also be faced with failures and setbacks. You will experience that bump on the road. And sometimes you're going to feel like you're being put to the test a lot with people and everything that's coming your way. You're going to feel that pressure. You're going to feel anxiety. But yet you're also going to feel a lot of success as well. You're going to feel stuck at times. Yes, you're going to feel lost and confused. You're going to lose loved ones and people that you care about. In your 20s, you're definitely going to experience that stage in your life where people come and go. And that's something you have to get used to. People are going to be there in that one stage in your life. They might be in your early 20s, but later on they might not be there. So it's like, I always believe that people come into our life for a purpose and to teach us something, and they're just there for a period of time. But then if we're lucky enough, we will have people in our life that's there for a lifetime. And I think that's more in your 30s where you do realize who is there for a lifetime. But that's just me. In your 20s, you'll definitely experience a life-changing moment. You'll be scared. That's a personal thing for me. That's why I've never started my YouTube. I was so scared of like doing it, and that's part reason, but it's not, you know. In your 20s, don't be afraid to find a mentor, someone that you can depend on. It doesn't have to be someone that's physical. It could be someone that you find off of YouTube, or it could be someone that inspire you in a certain way. In your 20s, if you don't fully know what you want to do, you'll feel lost and stuck and confused, and I highly recommend that you figure out what you want to do. You may not figure out what you want to do right away, but you have to live, you have to work, you have to experience things in life. Don't be afraid to experience life. I would say around 26 to 29, you're going to start to figure out your life purpose. If you didn't know what you wanted to be, I think you're definitely going to figure out your life purpose and where you want to go and what you want to do with your life. Yeah, you're going to figure out, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Yeah, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It means that, you know, you're learning, you're growing, you're maturing, you're becoming a better person. Be prepared for people to tell you that you can't achieve this. People will bring you down, so be prepared for people that's going to be negative in your life and tell you that you can't achieve something, especially if they can't see your vision, or especially if they haven't achieved it themselves. They will tell you that you can't do it. in your 20s, you're definitely going to make a lot of sacrifices. One of the sacrifices that I had to make for myself was going away at school. You will worry a lot. You will start to gain anxiety, my friend. You will gain anxiety. You're going to experience delays and setbacks, and things are going to go left. But through that, please remain in faith. If you have your mind set on something, you'll get through it. Just because you're in your 20s, don't try to rush and grow up. Never try to do that. Don't rush and grow up. Just don't rush and grow up. Live your life, live your best life, and have fun, and do you, boo. Your happiness is everything. Make sure you are mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything, that you are happy overall. And if you're not happy in those aspects, you won't be happy with someone else. So basically what I'm trying to say, fall in love with yourself before you can fall in love with others. And don't let things define your happiness. So in your 20s, definitely work hard and achieve all your goals. And with achieving your goals, you will have to go the extra mile. You will question everything. You will be hurt by others, and others will also hurt you too. You will experience the breakup stage. Yeah, if you've been in love before or you felt like you did, you're probably going to go through a huge breakup. But I must say, in your 20s, you do become wiser, you do become smarter, more mature, you start to have that glow up. Personally, I would say your 20s, it's a very fun time. It's like living your best life, but it's also working really hard and achieving your goals and really coming to grasp it with who you are and who you want to be, and achieving your goals at that. Like, you really truly find out who you are, and you're going to start to love yourself. Personally, in my 20s, I haven't done the things that I wanted to do. I kind of gave up, and I let fear control my life a lot. I let people control my life. I allowed certain circumstances to control how I think and who I wanted to be. I kind of put that off, and I always thought about everyone else. I always put people first. I never really put myself first. And in your 20s, you definitely go through so much love and happiness at the same time, even with the downfalls and the down moments. I allowed how I felt in a certain moment to be stuck in the moment, and I always waited to be like the perfectionist and waited for things to happen instead of me like moving forward and make it happen myself. I just kind of waited around, and I kind of feel like I wasted a couple years of my life just doing that. This is partially part of the reason I've started doing my YouTube, because I've set that off for like 10 years and haven't done anything about it. So I want to be able to live out that purpose and do that as well.